Hello everyone and welcome to today's Daily Trade Watch brought to you by the Live Trade Room. Now today is Friday the 27th of July, and what we look in this video is an opportunity to identify some high probability trading opportunities, and we'll present these to you. So just before we begin, if you can start as we always do with our risk warning, just please do familiarize yourselves with the risks involved in trading these markets. Okay, so let's get straight in, and like I said, we look for these. We look to discuss some high probability trading opportunities for the day ahead. So for this, we'll get up our trading platform, and what we can see is yesterday we had the ECB decide to keep rates the same, and basically they're going to stick to the same sort of path that they're currently on. There was no increased expectations on increasing interest rates at a faster rate or anything like that. So as a result, it's had a bit of a negative effect yesterday on the euro dollar, and we're seeing some continuation today. Now, this is now a market that's moving in the direction of the actual trend itself. So whereas sort of looking at these green candlesticks, they didn't really present us with the opportunities because it's very likely that these candlesticks will run into resistance. So without doubt, the high probability trade setup on a consistent basis is definitely to the downside. So what we can do, we can see that the market has already moved below this level, but looking for opportunities below 1640 would represent a high probability opportunity in the euro dollar. Now it's the same as we look across some of the dollar pairs. Now there's one caveat, which would be today's GDP figures. Just before I do, I'll show you today's news announcement. So we are seeing a little bit of indecision actually in and around the pound dollar, but a trade below the 31.05 level still represents a high probability trading opportunity for us. Now, the one thing to be mindful of, and I'll just share it with you just briefly, is today we have a significant GDP figure, and it's an advanced figure, and it's forecast 4.2%. And if we just look at the some of the data on it, you can see that the projected forecast is quite significant. The last time we had a forecast of around 4% was back in January 2010. So it's been a good 8.5 years, and now we're up at that level. So obviously that's good news for the US dollar. Now, what we'd be concerned about is a deviation of this figure. So if we got in a 3.8 or a 3.9, then we're likely to see some selling coming into the US dollar. So just be mindful of that. By all means, trade it up to the news announcement, maybe then look to book in profit, and not necessarily expose yourself in a negative sense. However, we still classify this move, a trade below 31.05, as a high probability trading opportunity. Now, some of the dollar pairs are not so good, unfortunately. Another one would be the dollar Swiss to the upside. So we're looking above yesterday's high, really, of 99.49. We would be approaching the 1,000 level. So maybe it's a case of maybe preferring to trade or selecting to trade either the euro dollar, the pound dollar, and even actually the Aussie and the New Zealand. But perhaps the New Zealand dollar is pound for pound the better opportunity out of all of those. So if you go back to the dollar CAD, we'd like to see this market break above yesterday's high, and that's of course not really where we're at just yet. The Aussie dollar is just consolidating literally around these kind of lows. So the high probability trading opportunity for us today, as far as the forex pairs are concerned, would be selling the euro dollar, selling the pound dollar, and looking to sell the New Zealand dollar below the 67.88. And all of these just constitute high probability trading setups. You've still obviously got to do your due diligence in terms of entry and exit and protecting capital and managing the trade and all those things. But it does give you, it does help you with trade selection. Now, the only other market really that's worth pointing out it would be the gold market. So we're currently seeing this market really move to the downside. So if I just zoom in briefly for you, and we take a note of yesterday's low, looking for opportunities below this level, the 122.48 does for us represent opportunities for this market to continue lower. Now, we do have a low down at this level, which can be used as a potential take profit around these levels. So we're not saying necessarily we're going to see all that growth today. And again, we need to have one eye on the news event, the GDP figures out of the US at 1:30 p.m. UK time. So that just about concludes then today's Daily Trade Watch. Feel free to connect with us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. The details are there up on screen. And we are live on YouTube every day. So do subscribe to our channel. And I mean live trading. So hopefully we'll see you on there soon. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us. As always, do take care. Have a great weekend. And we look forward to seeing you soon. For everyone here, bye for now.